If you've ever wanted a quick tutorial or walkthrough on how to clean your makeup brushes and sponges, then stick around because that's what I'm doing in this video. In the comment section of a recent video, one of my subscribers, hey Beth, asked if I could do this video. And so Beth, this one's for you. Before I take you over to my sink, let's talk about brushes and sponges for just a second. So for the anatomy of a makeup brush, you have the handle, the ferrule, and the bristles. You can have synthetic brushes or you can have natural hair brushes. All of my brushes are synthetic, and since I don't have any natural hair brushes, I'm not sure if the cleaning process is different. I think that you probably just want to use a really gentle cleanser like a baby shampoo or something like that when you're cleaning natural hair bristles. And I did see something that said you could put a little conditioner on them every now and then to keep them soft. But like I said, my brushes are all synthetic, and most of them are drugstore or affordable brands. And then for sponges, I typically buy really inexpensive sponges. I like getting a set of like 10 for $7.99 at TJ Maxx or Marshalls or Ross or something like that. But you can also get them on Amazon, and I've gotten some really good sets there as well. This is my current sponge. I used it this morning, hasn't been washed since. And this sponge is about at the end of its life. And I want to show you, if the camera will pick it up, how I know that I'm about to need a new sponge. And if you look here on the tip, you can see there's like a little scratch. And then here's another one where there's a split. And if I can get the camera to focus on the sponge and not my face there, do you see how it's kind of pitted and not really very smooth? When a sponge is new, it is super smooth and it puts your makeup on really smooth. When it starts getting pitted like that, it's not going to give you as smooth a coverage of your makeup, and you may find yourself fighting harder to get things smoothed out and really looking nice, because what's going to happen is those pitted areas are going to actually pick up more of the product that's on your skin and kind of leave it patchy. So when this starts happening to your sponge, it's time to toss it and get a new one. For me, that's about once a month. Now, I wash my sponge every single time before I use it. I have to get it wet anyway, so I take it from my vanity over to the sink. My soap's right there. I just soap it up, squeeze it through, and it's clean. My brushes, I do not clean every time I use them, but I have a lot of brushes. I sometimes think maybe it would be better to only have like 2 sets of brushes, and then you'd have one clean and one to be washed. And so if you washed them like once a week, you'd always have semi-clean brushes, but that's not how I operate. So about once a month or so, I do a massive wash day and get pretty much everything clean except the one little set that I'm using, and then they just build up again. Let's go over to the sink and I'll show you how I wash everything. Obviously, I've got some dirty brushes. I have a silicone brush cleaning pad that I put on the side of my sink. This gives me some texture to rub the bristles against to help get them clean. I'm going to put a small amount of warm water into my sink and then turn the water off. When you wet your brushes, you want to make sure not to get water into the ferrule. Getting that area wet is going to cause water to disintegrate the glue and could make them fall apart. I like to use the Neutrogena Clear Cleansing Bar to clean my brushes. It does a great job getting the makeup out of the brush and also rinses really clean. This is a little awkward because I'm right-handed. I normally put it on the other side of the sink and reach across, but you couldn't see it as well. So then I just rub the bristles onto the textured silicone pad, rinse a little bit in the sink, squeeze out the water, and move on to the next brush. And I'm just going to keep doing this until they're all clean. When I've cleaned as many as I want to clean, or the water in the sink is just too dirty to continue, I will let the water out, and then I'm going to rinse the brushes that I've cleaned more thoroughly. You always want the water to be going down the bristles, not up into the ferrule. I just rinse until the water runs clean, squeeze out any excess, shake it off, and it's clean. In order to help them dry faster, I will wipe the bristles off a little bit onto a clean towel, and then I lay the brushes out on a hand towel on the counter so that they can dry. But I don't just lay them flat. I take another hand towel and roll it up and then put it under the hand towel that the brushes are laying on to make a little hill. In this way, any water that might still be in the bristles will drain out and not run down into the ferrule. For a double-sided brush, I just lay it flat. I've got a whole bunch of eye brushes to wash, so I'm going to work on that, and then I'll show you the result of all of my hard work. I make sure to rinse the soap and the soap dish and dry the soap dish because this bar likes to disintegrate if it's sitting in water. You don't want that to happen. And there you have it. Isn't it a thing of beauty? Let them dry overnight and they'll be ready to go in the morning. For my sponge, I use the same Neutrogena cleansing bar, run it under warm water and squeeze the water through, and then rub the bar soap over the sponge to get it nicely coated. And then just squeeze and rub the soap through the sponge. Rinse a little bit. You might have to go back and do it again, but this cleansing bar is the best thing I've found to clean my sponges, and it rinses better than anything I've used. And I've tried baby shampoo, regular shampoo, Fell's Naphtha, dedicated sponge and brush cleaning cleansers, but this is the best, and it's also really inexpensive. Be sure to rinse until there's no more bubbles coming out. Squeeze out most of the water. And then squeeze out more water with a towel. You want it to be barely damp. And that's it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.